All praises. Kembo natata nzambi ya mazulu, kimfumo kyaku isa, nzambi mawesha, nzambi ya kubenesha, nzambi monene. Luvuvamu yala, tata nzambi, ingeta. Mfumo yusu keseko. I don't know if they say it completely like that, but sometimes you remember, sometimes you forget. But I will say, away nu siemi kambo tekeno. If it's where you are, usikamene, tusikamene. Morning, lusikamene. If you're speaking a different variation. Dumalang, Salvona, Yenge, to all the Banabetu of Isolde scattered across the earth. The Banabetu, we honored all the tribes, the kingdoms of Zulu, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that are coming home. As people say, we want to go back to Africa, but the goal of the Most High is you do it according to His will and not your own. And of course, we're still dealing with a lot of deception. I'm going to get into that today. Why do they keep lying to people and want people to remain in ignorance? Okay. I hope that you wiki chila. I guess again, Kukisi Ambote, welcome. I welcome all to this channel that choose to learn and understand the ways that have been deceptive to people. Those who choose to remain in their state of mind. I do not chastise anyone for their belief. The main religion has always been thought to be Christianity. Christianity is actually a compound of two different beliefs, okay? And the reason why they want to keep lying to you about that is because of what I'm going to talk about today. And it's funny because, yesterday was interesting. And I think that this is why they didn't want me to make this message. And, things got interesting yesterday. And I pray that the Tanzania will continue to provide protection over all of us who are trying to reveal certain things about the underworld and what they're hiding from people and what the wealthy elites don't want you to know is their biggest secret of how they remain in power and how they control the world. Okay, because it's not ever what you've been taught in school. You're not going to hear this in any church, synagogue, or mosque, or temple of any kind, because then you will understand how to defeat the enemies of the Most High, and you will know how to expose people who are not going His direction. That's why they really don't want you around them. Or if they want to expose your things of what they think you're doing. And that's why Kusor Kongo has always said, before you expose somebody, you better make sure that you didn't do anything wrong against the Father. Okay, and that's the whole concept, is many people are going wrong against the Father. And this is why their ignorance is being so distracted, because so many of the diabolical things that are going on has to do with the scriptures I'm going to talk about today. The fire of the enemy. And more LOC. Okay. Leviticus 18:21, which we know because this is about profaning the Father without even realizing it. Okay, and we'll get into that. So let me start the music. Again, we must always come into the presence of the Father with rejoicing and singing. I always try to do that best I can. This is something that they have copied from us, but the rejoicing and the singing has not always been in the correct process that people don't even know. Kimbona tatanzambe bayete kosia yimbila tatanzambe kimbo hallelujah nzambe mbote Bayete kosi kembo hallelujah. Tatanzambe, tatanzambe. Nkulu, nkulu, nkulu su. Tatanzambe kembo nayo. Modimo. Tatanzambe. Sonini na nini. Sonini na nini. Sonini na nini. Somanda. Kembo. Kembo. Bayete kosia. Bayete yenge na tatanzambe. Bayete kosia. Now, this is a little simple. My Kikongo is not as great as others. We know that the song Zambi Sambula Gatieto Wutu. I get the words up, sorry. Wiza Sambula Tieto Sambido Sambi Abdul Yampe Matondo Yahumpe. I'm still learning the words myself. Utu Sambula Utu Sambula. We'll get to the. I'll sing that here in a minute. I gotta get the words up. But here we're gonna start with the other music. Because this is going to be the main reason why people want to destroy the ministry that I have, or to do anything to run interference, because they're not going to tell you the full understanding of what's going on. Because it makes it pretty simple why you cannot trust the fact that the secret societies are acting no different than the priests in the times of Egypt. Wisdom. Zambe wikitila, please Satan Zambe wikitila. Zonally kulele from my zone. Yeah! Zambe Congo. En Zambi yo Polingo. Kimbonayo. Modimo. Yehovah actually means one that speaks. Yehovah, speak, Father. All right, I got the song here. You might not be able to hear it. I'm just going to sing it a little bit. Zambi sambulaye frieto utu wanavao sewaku utu yavame zambido utu saula Wiza, Sambula, Zieto, Zambido, Sambula, Zieto, Zambido, Zambido, Zieto, Upazanamona, Seilahu, Ufalanangolo, Zayahu, Ufa, Sambula, Ufa, Sambula, Wiza, Sambula, Fieto, Zambido, Zambula, Fieto, Zambido, Zambula, Umano matondo ya umpe, Alese, Ringolo, Fagosono, Upa, Sambula, Upa, Sambula, Wiza, Sambula, Zieto, Zambido, Sambula, Zieto, Zambido, Wiza, Sambula, Zieto, Zambido, Zambula, Zieto, Zambido. Bayete, and Kosi, Kemba, hallelujah. It's a very simple, and yet many maybe has made it complex. What temple do you belong to? You either belong to the temple of the Most High or you belong to the temple of Lucifer. It's very simple. The whole world does not understand this whole concept based upon the mentality that people have begun to misconstrue. You got people spending millions of dollars, billions of dollars going to learn one very simple and one very non-complicated concept. You either are the temple of the Most High or you are the temple of Lucifer. This is how the devil has laid low the Gentiles. Okay? The whole purpose of the confusion that has been created by the wealthy people is because it's all about the concept of sacrifice. Okay? Sacrifice. Kimenga. Sacrifice. Now, you may say it in other words. Kimenga. Okay? So we're going to say, we know Jehovah is really the Anunnaki, but, you know, we're going to get into that. Yehovah is really the Most High. It's Kun Ganinaka, Ngolo Mpenza Bantu Yina, Kelimfukaka, Fe na Latu Dasu na Yandi, na Kutambikaka, Bambisi, Yakifu, Ya Maladi, Ya Tu Yakufa Meso. This is from Malachi. Okay, this is Malachi, or what they call Malachi. It talks about where the Father strongly censured those who flouted his direction by offering lame or sick or blind animals or sacrifice. Now, the whole concept is that the atonement that was done was usually certain time frames. It wasn't a lot of sacrifice. Okay. The concept was, and nobody realizes, is that the reason why this was important is because when Adama listened to the witch and to the warlock who deceived his wife, like I always tell people, the devil always comes to the woman, then to the man, which is why he needs men to be effeminate and women to be masculine, because he's trying to reverse the order of the creation. And many churches don't understand is why they are always having this problem of dealing with the sin concept, is because they're trying to operate in the temple of the Father while at the same time mixing it with the temple of Lucifer. They are eating at the temple. They're eating at the table of the Father while at the same time eating at the temple of Lucifer. This is the concept that was done since Nero, since Caligula, since Tiberius, since Augustina, since Augustus, since, you know, and of course the queens that were with them, the wives, many of those Ptolemy, not the one, well, the one before and the one after, okay, Constantine, you know, Flavius, you know, those emperors, all the popes that existed from the time before Caesar and after were always eating at the table of the Father and the table of devils at the same time. The Nicolaitans never went anywhere. Okay, this whole purpose is about the sacrifice, whether you are a sacrifice to, and we're going to get into the scripture where it says, this is Leviticus 18:21, and if you couldn't tell that it's coded, this is your 9 and the 3, this is your 12, this is secret society stuff, because they know for those who are in Esau, the whole concept of Esau and Cain and those other false gods is for you to be the sacrifice to dead animals. So you know, in the days of Noah, the flood is at the why they were consuming flesh. Okay, the highest form of witchcraft, of black magic, is the consumption of human beings. Okay, this is always feeding into the false gods of the Canaanite belief. This is always feeding into the false gods of Kaina. This is always about the Nephilim, Anunnaki watchers, the people that want to act like they don't exist. So the concept is, beneath the surface, they do so many of the diabolical things. It's above ground where they try to masquerade as if they don't do these things in hiding. The wealthy elites will never admit it. It's starting to come out more and more. But the problem is the people who are condemning these people for what they do don't understand their ancestors have always done this. They think that Christianity stopped consuming human flesh. You are dead wrong. This is the deception of what's going to come out with many of your major pastors, your major leaders, your major politicians, all of these other people. The concept is why they don't want people to know the truth is that you are the Edi, you are the Madiyah. Just like when they talk about the whole thing about Christmas, like that's right now is coming up. His birth, as a matter of fact, it should say Mbote Matonem Tatanzambi for Kusor Kongo Fumu Yusuf for coming down and being what he did for us, Isaiah Masindisi for being in this world to wake up our people and to come into this time of the true birth season. And of course, Hanukkah, of the lights, and also of the Paseka, Passover, Mapondo Mamingi Baba, for the world is indeed upside down backwards. They did this, the whole concept of why they want to keep teaching people fabrications is because of the temples. Okay? This is what he talks about with unlawful sexual relations. Okay? The high holy days of the pagan gods is about sexual immorality, pride, wealth, lust, all the 7 deadly sins. Okay? And in order to do this, you have to sacrifice unto the frog god, because that's the form of what Moloch comes in. Okay? When they slaughtered the pig, okay, this is what these animals came in. If you go, as a matter of fact, they showed you this and they coded it in Star Wars. That's why we're talking about this so-called strike that's getting ready to happen in the shipping lanes. I show people how all shipping lanes and all commerce is everything is run through Optimus Prime and Sentinel Prime, which you want to call Tubal Cain and Nimrod. Okay, all shipping things come through the Canaanite ports of call. The lighthouse, all these things. Why you need a lighthouse? Because you can't be your own light when you're in a ship. See, one of the things they lied about Banabetu is the Father can light up your way in darkness. With the Maliki Congo that come around you, they will become your light. So you won't crash into anything. You won't crash in the fog. They'll lift the fog for you. Everything will be fine, okay? You can lift the fog with the Wand of Elena. You don't need a lighthouse. You don't need any of these other things. Penguins are unclean animals. They created animals that had to exist under the deception of what they want to call the Ice Age. Okay, these creatures, many of them are modified, and they want to say evolution is a bunch of doggone lies. They're hiding the fact that you are the food. Okay, you are the food for the false gods. You are what they sacrifice. You are what they need to do, and they dress up for it for their parties, so that they understand that they are there because they were the bottom. They had to live in rags, and they lived in tattered wares, and they were treated because the Most High said they were supposed to have no land, no peace. Okay, but now they went from the rags to riches story is the Canaanites. Okay, and of course anyone who's affiliated with the kingdom of darkness, because Lucifer is Anansi. He's the bottom. He's the pit. We are not supposed to be in the pit with the fallen gods. That's why when we talk about the spells that have been cast to switch sides, is that people don't understand you're dwelling in the mouth of the dragon, whether you know it or not. Okay? So it says here, you must not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife and thus defile with herself. Okay, they make a mockery of this. Is the whole concept of what Saturnalia is. Okay, the whole concept of the Babylonian practices was to do everything the opposite of what the Father anticipated in certain times, while at the same time masquerading like you were actually not doing these things. So it was mainly meant for many of the elites, and then they chose certain people to be involved, and this is how they pick people for different things. They always want to pick teams. And when they said pick teams, it means pick hearts, because the Kikongo word for heart is ntima. So when you're picking teams, it's like you're picking what heart did you follow, okay? This is all about the two temples. That's why Tatanzambi says, a pure heart unto me is the best sacrifice. A divided heart cannot receive sacrifice, cannot receive bilaka, blessing. Okay, this was the deception of what happened with the first woman who actually ran away from the Most High. She could not receive any more of her manna because she chose the wrong heart. So then she becomes the Queen of Hearts, where she wants to give everybody her heart, and if you take it, you're hers. So now you become the Tea Party. Oh yeah, you don't even understand this concept. You become the reindeer games. You become all of these things that these people have to go through. You become to compete for everything. Okay, and I put you through all the trials and errors to earn this heart, that she turned it into a game. And now you're playing along with it because you're always in the wrong temple, and all her children are involved in these things, and they're all very bad. Okay, but they masquerade like they're good. And this is why Lucifer plays the game, because it's like you must compete to receive what I give you. And our Father, complete opposite. Stupid people don't, the ignorance and the people don't understand. We didn't have to compete for our Father's love because there was plenty to give. Okay? He did not leave you in debt. He did not leave you suffering and all these things when you were actually working in obedience, because that's why we went through so many toils and snares and sufferings when we choose the wrong heart. Okay? And Tima means heart. This is why they have taken our word, the heartbeat, one heartbeat, and this is what they do the hive mind with. If you're with the Queen of Hearts, you're going to be suffering if you're Banabetu of Isolde, because you are now the opposite of where you're supposed to be. That's the whole concept of why they do not want people to know who's who out here. They made up all of these different cultures, concepts, because there were 70 tribes, and they have now been changed and altered and mixed around because of these false gods, because you are their food. Okay? You must not give in any of your children to be sacrificed to Moloch, for you must not profane the name of your Mfumu. I am the Mfumu. That's why his name cannot be God. This is why his name cannot be Lord, because the name is being profaned. What name is that? This is what Lucifer deceives the whole world about. He knows that all of the Father's angels are called Maleki Kongo. All of them. If you don't want to believe me, I can't help you. Because the concept is, for those of us who are made to be, this is why they cheated. What they did is they spiked the punch. Just like they spiked the water, they did everything to put you to sleep. So Nina Nini Samala is just to say, I am that I am, I'm almighty. We were not called by that name. Okay? They know that Konga is the center, because that's why we wore the red shafts around our belts. For Konga means kingdom. Okay? They mocking King Kong. That's who that is. Anyone that's an agent is never going to make this connection for you. Even if they do make the connection, however, they're also going to want you to worship them. Okay? Everything is about the worship of the Father. The sorcerer is the one that always wants more praise than him. Okay? Masindisi, he told his followers, it's always about the Father, not me. No one is understanding this concept. It's also about your spiritual side of the Father, the Mother, okay, which he has that comforter, okay? Many people don't understand Lucifer is a great deceiver, because there's a fake mother and there's a real mother. Everybody was born in spirit of mothers. Malia Makongo was also Mama Ava. That was her. She was there to fix what happened with her as the wife that was unfaithful. Both of them became unfaithful at the beginning, which is also the spirit of the Zambisi, which is the Most High's feminine side. Everything has to be male, female. People don't understand that. The whole creation is this way. We've had teachings that talk about this. We give honor to those people that talked about it. Everything has to be male, female. That's why when this lady did a video, she said, why all of a sudden are the trees now male? So they don't bear fruit. Okay? Those who do not want you to understand the confusing concept of why you have people now running around claiming to be something that they're not, has to do with what you're teaching them and also what's going into their body, because this is all part of it. Because these fallen beings, they eat your flesh, they eat your spirit, and they want you on their side and not the Father's side. So anyone that wants to actually show you the righteous path, you are the enemy of those who see you as food. Because this is what it's about, sacrificing over to these false gods. This is what Cain was doing. This is what everybody is doing. This is the biggest secret of all. You are the food. So then what happens is with the two flocks, you have the Most High's flock and you have Lucifer's flock. Lucifer's eating his flock. The Most High is not eating his flock. Okay? They took us, they did this in slavery. They took us, they did this every time we went into captivity. This is what happened to us. And we never learned to stop doing this, because the Father even says, why do you believe the false spirit more than the one that's going to keep you from being the food of the enemy? So then anyone who comes along like my person, this is why Maya Mona, one who can see, is so dangerous. Because if you expose the fact that it's all about eating, what you eat is okay. That's why the people don't even understand, why did the Father make the dietary laws in the first place? Has to do with people were already doing. They were eating things that were jacking them up through the orders of the fallen angels in order to make sure that they defiled your flesh. It's all about defilement or purification. Okay? If you're defiled, there's no relationship with the true creation and the true power. If you are purified, you are dangerous to those who understand that their job is to feed the false gods. Okay? This is what it's really all about. This is why when Masinisi came and he said, you teach the children to break the Father's law, that means that you are sacrificing to this God right here. That's what it's all about. Okay? You never stop being consumed by false gods. Your power does not manifest in the fullest unless you stop giving your crown over to these false gods. So then when somebody like me comes along and I start to teach this the way that I'm teaching it, I am the idiot. Because I'm trying to keep you, it's not just about Black people, white people, Asian people, Hispanic people, all these people talking to you. You are food for the gods. They never stop doing human sacrifice. Never. See, but when I come along and I show you this, that's a problem. This is why they had to split up your knowledge of the tree of knowledge of good and evil into the so-called churches and houses of worship, and then the educational centers. Okay? Because these false gods are stealing your soul. Excuse me one moment. I'm going to receive something here. I got to pause it just a minute. Okay, Mbote. Sorry about that. We're going to be doing some house cleaning to get some stuff up out of here, and so we can really start doing some stuff once again. This is the concept that many people don't understand about the way our Father operates and how they've been made. They go up and see, because when you're taught how to read the Bible, when you're told how to read the Bible and don't actually read the Bible, okay, you're going to see the inconsistencies. So when you say, okay, there's inconsistencies in this Bible, what they're showing you, what that means is they changed something, so that there's something missing that you need to understand. That's why the reality of this is that's why people understand the Holy Spirit of the Father is all knowledge, all understanding, and all wisdom. So therefore, the reason why the sorcerer made this concept of telling people, if it's not in that book, don't believe it, is because then you will understand what you really are in this world. You will haven't. They don't want you to know who you are. Ungubani. They don't want the nations to really comprehend what they are here for. Their purpose is to be the sacrifices to false gods. Okay? This is why the Father wanted his people to always remain in obedience. Because if we're not in obedience, then the world suffers. If we don't stay where we're supposed to be at, then the world is always dealing with immorality and deception. Because this is the whole concept of why they had to change so many things and rearrange things and then teach it all wrong. Because when you go and find the history, you have to give an explanation. Well, what is this big creature right here? Oh, we call that a dinosaur. Okay, they made this stuff up because they knew these fallen gods created abominations to kind of match with the way that they wanted to make the world according to how they saw fit. Okay, and the Father's job was to say, nope, this is not how I want it. I'm putting it back. This was the whole the whole mindset of the temple is the holy temple keeps things in order. The unholy temple keeps everything in confusion. Okay? So because the world cannot have peace, you can have leaders standing up there talking about peace, safety, whatever we're going to make communities better. We're going to do this to people. They cannot do that. They cannot do that as long as they are doing sacrifices unto idols. It's not possible. No one can. When you are sacrificing to idols, you cannot have peace. This is a law that was brought down by the Father on the false gods. That's why Lucifer's kingdom will always be in turmoil. So if your country is in turmoil, who is your God? Okay? If your country is dealing with all kinds of cities are in disarray and everything, they're making excuses for what's going on because they are making money for those who had to be the bottom. Now they're exploiting all the other tribes for what they had to go through because Tatanzambi said anyone that worships false gods will have no peace. That's why rage and anger will always be the problem. You're going to be quick to wrath. You're going to be quick to judge. You're going to snap. I'm going to snap. Why is that happening? Because you are an idol worshiper. Tatanzam, malembe, frustration. People are like, oh, I'm going to lose it. Okay, I'm going to go crazy around here. If this is starting to happen to you, okay, yeah, it's hard to deal with a lot of people. And a lot of people are going to frustrate you and demons are going to attack you, but that's the objective. They want you to be angry, okay? Because then you return evil for evil. Now, there's a lot of things in the scripture that have been twisted because Messianicy, his instructions were specifically for his people that he was born into. Okay? And then when they were given that understanding, now you go teach the world how to do it. But when they have gone and they've taken the scripture and they twisted it to say, oh, but Jesus loves everybody. The Bible doesn't even say that. It does not even say that. God loves everybody. Where? If you actually read the Bible closely. He said, I do not love the hypocrites. Okay? Because the realization that, well, then, what's it? But everybody should be about love. Love can only manifest in the right perspective when you're dealing with people who are not playing both sides. And then you don't see, you got people talking about wealth, prosperity. When do you get to enjoy your life? Is when you're sitting on a lot of money. Right? Or wrong? When do you get to be polite and really nice to people? Is when you say, oh man, everything seems to be going well for me. Okay? Oh, I'm blessed. Blessed by what? See, the biggest deception the Father has said with hypocrites is you are being blessed. You have to go and do something to get it, according to what they say, the system that you're in. Okay? Yeah, you want to eat, you want to have money, you got to achieve these things. You got to go to school, you got to get a job, you got to work, you got to do it. Our Father never did this. It's a lie. This is for you to be the food for Moloch. This is why Tatan Zombie said the world is going to pay the price for the stuff that you don't see because you're blind. About what people really are doing behind closed doors that you cannot see because you are blind. So in your ignorance, you don't even know what you really are to the people who run the world. You're nothing to them. They don't care. They mock you every day. Now the mockery is starting to come out in the open, and like, oh, that's how they knew this shift was coming. That more of what they do in the secret is now starting to come out. That the same people who gave you school also gave you pornography. It's the same people. The same people who gave you church also gave you gambling. Same people. The same people who gave you courthouses and police officers also gave you criminals. They caused these things on both sides. Okay? The same people who give you all of these nice dinners and food and everything are also the same people who make you broke and impoverished. Same people. Okay? Because they want to shame our Father but make their Father look good. That's why I said it's really sad. Even he gives away stuff for free giveaways. But yet our own people, we charge for everything. It's like, what is this? We charge for everything, and yet he gives away stuff for free. So you're making our Father look like an idiot compared to him when our Father is never broke. You don't need to go compete for nothing. That competitive nature comes from the dog god. Because you got to go compete for the scraps. And then whoever gets the most, you hold them like this. Oh, you need to share. That's why Lucifer masquerade. Oh, share. But he's being stupid because the point is, okay, the sharing concept is the good part of the tree that he stole from the Father. The sharing comes from what we taught the people who were always fighting for scraps. That he knows is the masquerade, okay? So when we go back into what it says, and I'm going to read, first I'm going to read it in Kikongo, then I'm going to read it in English. It's Psalms 83, Tumba. Okay? I'll do my best here. See, this is why I keep trying to tell people, if you've been mixing your spirits, I said a lot of times you will eat food. Okay, you will eat food. You will eat something. Okay? One of the reasons why they tricked it, they kind of coated it with the golden child. When they put the blood in his pores and he flipped it upside down, he's like, I'm not eating that. Okay? They tricked many of us to consume blood without realizing. That's why he even said, don't even drink. When you see these people in Africa gouging their cattle and cooking the blood, that's Canaanite. That's Hamitic. That comes from Lucifer. Our Father, the real creator, the God of creation, Because they said, oh, but there's many gods. Yeah, there's many gods on both sides, because there's the Father and his angels who are all gods, and then there's Lucifer and his servants who are all gods. And see, the problem is they said, oh, you're getting us to focus on one God. Yeah, the problem is Lucifer is lying to you because he knows where his true power is stolen from. Or you make everything good and evil. That's the whole concept. Lucifer is always going to play this game because you are his food. So he don't ever want people to understand the real concept of what this world is about. And then he's paying people off to shut up and just play along and just play the game and keep everybody doing the same thing so we can get to eat from our flock that we've stolen and all the others. Okay? That's the whole concept. You as you eat, so they eat. Do you understand? As you eat, so they eat. So the spiritual realm is affected by what you eat. That's why the Father made these rules. What you eat so affects your ancestors are eating with you, because we are who we came from. And if you're eating garbage, they have nothing to do with that. Then you get curses. But the other nations will prosper because this is what they're used to eating is garbage. Okay? And they don't think nothing of it. They're just shoveling it in their mouth. And it's like, okay, there's all kind of sacrifice unto idols, but you don't even know. And that's why they're sleeping, because they don't get it that they've been put under spells. In Zambi, Kukalani, Napiko, or Zambi, Kudingamaniko, ye, Kudingalalala, Niko, Kudingalalala, Niko, Kaditala, Ndantu, Miyaku, Mieti, Yoma, ye, Bukabilanga, Beti, Sekisa, Zizi, Biao, Bakananga, Bantu, Baku, Bantu, Tukanutwa, Makani, Mambi, ye Bavovanga, Manenang, Maneang, Mu, Banta Bilanga, Ebu Butanga, Luisa, Twabufwa, Fula, Kabidi, Vutuka, Kalakandi, Diabantu, Yakumbu, Yesaile. See, this is how we really said Israel. Or Isolde. We didn't say no Israel. Kayidi Vutuka Banzulwa. Betty, also Betty, you see Betty or Beto, us, Vovana. So that's why you need Betty White. It means us. Betty means us. That's why you got to be one of us. Is either one of them or one of us. And I'm going to talk about the word them and us. Vovana Manenga Mumambu Undayabaku Manene Luwawanu. That's why when they did the movie iRobot, they said one of us. Because they are still a hive mind. You just don't get it. And those are Kotos Idomi. Idomi, see? That's Edomites. Ye by Yesama Elite Moabi. Ye Bahangalati. And I said Haiti is how we said Hittites. In Gebali, ye Amoni ya Amaleki ye Bafilistia mi Kimosi ye Yao Bakundanga Kutilo. Asulu and Pewizi Bundana Yayao. Yandi, him, Mayikidi Yokoko, Kwabana Beloti, Sela. Ubavanga Bonso, Buwa Vangila, Midiani, Ya Sisela, Yabini, Ku, Frimwili, Fia Kisioni. Ya Babungwa, Ku Endoli Ye, Bakitua Tuva Vansi, Bika Bandano Bao Bavanga, Bonso, Bavangwa, Olebi Ye Sebi, Ye Buna, Buna, Mena, Manding, Dingzi, Maubika, Mavangwa, Bonso, Bavangwa Seba, Ye Salamuna, Bubeti Tanga, Yeto, Tuzolele, Ku Kibakila, Kundu Bia Zambi. And Zambi Amibika Bakala, Bonso, Umvuku Yeti Kwenda, Zinguliki, Ye Bonso Titi, Mumpeve, Bonso Tia, Tuyokanga, Umfinda Ye, Bonso Laku, Mizinisanga Miongo, Ibobo Bika Wabanzomina, Umpeke Akuye, Ubasisisa Mu Tembo Kiaku. See, because like when I made my trip to Africa, and those people, many of them are nice. Many of them want to be in righteousness. And a lot of people want to be. But then when you look at the conditions that they live in, okay, you see them living in squalor, but yet the man is teaching them is living in a nice house. Do you not understand that the Father frowns on that? It's like, why would you be living better than the people you teach if we're supposed to be the same? That's never been that's why he said, I prepare you poor people, you receive your nice houses when you become like me. This is how you know you're dealing with imposters so many times in these false teachings, mega pastors. Even that's why I said anybody wants to sit there and tell me the Catholic Church is holy. Why does the Pope's house where he lives at, where he preaches from, looks better as the biggest mansion on the entire earth, but yet you live in a shanty, but you're sitting there praying to idols? How does that work? The Vatican is humongous, but you live in squalor, and he's gonna sit there and tell you, "Oh yeah, you see, these people live in poor." He's a hypocrite. Look at where he lives, okay? And you sitting there bowing down and kissing their hand and all this stuff, and then you're doing the same thing to preachers, pastors. Oh, you pastor, you're so good, you're so good. You go see many of their house. They always have to masquerade with all the lower levels so you don't catch on that they're all in a hierarchy. This is the highest level of witchcraft for false gods. In the Father's kingdom, when he was ruling with us, he frowned upon this type of thing. He frowned on it. He didn't say that it couldn't happen. All he said was, you don't mistreat each other. And the poor matter to me more than the rich. He said, because if everyone is the same, that's why poverty is induced by the wealthy on purpose. Because they know this. Because they are consumed, they are putting you in curses. That's why you're dealing with so much debt, and you're just going around in circles thinking that this is normal life. No. You don't need no mortgage with the Father. You don't need to pay taxes. These things, the Father's like, I don't need these things. You have corruption from the top down of the wealthy elites because they have corrupted your mindset of how our Father operates with his world and his kingdom. That's why now you're selling the creation, getting taxed for it, and think that you're living just fine, and you don't even know it. Many tax people have become Saula before he was found by the Messiah. Before. You've gone backwards in the name of the Messiah. So with the sorcerer, he's taking you from what was to what should have been to what was. You've gone backwards. So you're always swimming in the vomit of the dog god. Like a dog who has returned to his own vomit. You're playing in the vomit. And you think that you're not because they got you ignorant. This is why they're laughing at you. And then when you don't play nice, then they go put you in the real doggy kennel that these people, these two guys that got executed, the reason why this is happening is because you're trusting the boule. The boule is all demons. Every last one of them are demons. But they come nice with smiles on their face. Every last one of the boule are demons. Every last one of the Masons are demons. Every last secret society member, they are demons. But they come masquerading. One can still smile a smile and be a villain. Yeah. Why do you think they go pick the nicest people they can find, but then they sell you out to be the spokesperson for those who need your food, your sacrifice? So you're dying for the Anunnaki, the Watchers, and the Nephilim, who are telling you they don't exist, while at the same time saying, oh, but this is how Lucifer is. No. Lucifer builds hospitals. You're going to find this out. Lucifer builds churches. Lucifer builds universities. Lucifer builds all kind of things. But the whole concept is, but I still need my food. That's the whole concept of what Jekyll and Hyde is. Jekyll is the one on the side that's saying, oh, we're so nice to meet you. Hyde is like, oh, I want to tear you apart. Okay, this is why you're seeing the world become more obviously showing you the difference. Now the Jekyll stuff is going away. It's already all Hyde. Yeah. And on the Most High side, you will have the peace. But on Lucifer's side, no peace at all. But that will be in the spiritual realm, not in the Most High's kingdom. When the Most High brings peace to the earth, on this plane, when he renews everything, all of that no peace stuff is on the side of where the devil, of the prisons where you're going to be sent to. And then when you go that route, man, we trying to tell you, stop celebrating pagan holidays. Or you don't even know what happens on the other side with that. Let these pastors keep standing there telling you he was born on the 25th of December. Keep participating in the things that the world has given you that has nothing to do with our Father. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? Keep listening to all those who are still also control opposition, that still have the calendar wrong. Okay? Masinisi, Simon Toko, the reason why he was so dangerous is he knew he needed to spin it all back the right way. But they fought him. So he only could do so much. That's why he said, more will come after me. Okay, you don't want me to fix this all the way? Fine. Sit there and be the food for the fallen angels. Because that's what he was basically saying to his followers and anyone who was against him. He's like, fine, be the food for the fallen angels. That's why they wanted to beat up Kimbangu and Toko and everybody like that. Because you're going to starve the beast. They don't want you to starve the beast. Okay? They want you to keep feeding the beast. You start starving the beast, they lose power. This is what's going to happen in the next phase. The father's going to leave that beast starving. That dog's going to have nothing to eat other than what he has in his collection. No more will his sheep, his kingdom, feed the beast. And this is why they had to modify everything. Bonso tia kanga mfinda ye bonso naaku mizingsanga miongo ibobo bika wabanzomina mu mpeke aku ye iba sinsisa mu tembo kiaku visa zizi bel nsoni zazingi kadi batomba nkumbi uka mfumu inga bika bakala nsoni ye wonga ntangu ye kayamani bika bakala nsoni ye buganga bika banzaya vo ngeye kwaku kakawena nkumbu mfumu inkwa kayengele mu ntoto wamvambu. For example, you see like these people who do a lot of bodybuilding. You know that's actually to make you look like the Anunnaki, right? or like what they call the Nephilim, these big buff dudes. They don't understand the Maliki Congo, the Most High's angels are similar to that. They're very, very built. But they're trying to resemble, they want to look like Hulk and all this strong. Okay? Do you realize the Father can change your body to do those things without even having to go to the gym like that? You don't even know what's going to happen pretty soon. People's bodies themselves will change to look like the way they're supposed to. He made Adama like that. Adama didn't have to go lift no 100 times in the gym to look like he was bam, okay? And the things that he did for his body was to keep it like that. And they knew that, even when he was butt naked. Okay? And of course, they know he wasn't lacking and all that other stuff. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's like the Father had everything in its proper proportions, body and everything. It's Lily, she was kind of the same way, but she was like, I'm not satisfied with the way I look. I need to look like this. That's where the confusion comes when women say, I'm not satisfied with how I look. That comes from the witch. When men say the same thing, oh, wow, I'm not satisfied with the way I look. That comes from the warlock. See, the Father, and it's not just how you're born. Many people are being born the way they look is because of how they are being manifested in false gods. The Most High is like, hey, all of this stuff is because they're mixing things in the spiritual world with the wrong stuff. Your bodies are being manipulated even as you speak. So you sit there and say, why does this person look like, okay, they all look different. No, what it is many people are resembling the spirits that are actually functioning in them a lot of times. This is why the Father said, my people were always beautiful, handsome, okay? When the other things started to manifest is when you were receiving spirits that you should not. And this is what's happening to many people are being cursed. Why do you think when Abana had his wife, the Most High was so frustrated with him with this, and one you want to call Abraham. The most beautiful woman, he said, I'm your brother. They might kill me because you look so good. What? The Most High is like, are you serious, man? We know where serious come from. He's like, the Father's like, oh man, Abana, no, don't tell them that. This is your wife. Don't let the Maliki had to come and say, no, don't touch this woman. And then he cursed, the man got cursed. Oh, what did you do to me? I'm gonna, okay. This happened twice, not just once. Oh my, you cursed me at my house because this is a married woman. Okay? If you think stuff like that don't still happen, it does. Okay? But see, the Father recognized that marriage in the flesh and in the spirit. A lot of these people getting married, he's like, I don't care. Yeah, they following my law carnally, but in the spirit, I don't see these pagans. When you are bowing down and you think that if you're weeping for Tammuz, he don't see you. Bottom line. You got to stop weeping for Tammuz for him to see you. If you're going to sit there and worship Cain's gods, you are like not. That's why they know this. They want you to think that he loves everybody that's bowing down to an idol. Then he's a hypocrite. There's no way. The Father cannot be a hypocrite. He cannot accept. He can wink at it and say, okay, you people are ignorant. You don't know what you're doing out here to certain things. But at some point, you got to realize, people sit there and they blame God for why this happened. The Most I said, I didn't do nothing. I'm not even involved with you. I didn't do it. Look at the other false gods around here that's playing games with you. You're their food. You have contracts with them. This is what they decided to do for you. And they understand that this is the case. You know, I said I was going to read it. Okay. Keep not the silence on zombie. Hold not thy peace, and be not still on fumu. Follow not and make a tumult that they hate. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Who are the people that hate our Father? Everyone working under the false oaths. Everyone doing the things against him. Everybody who is working to destroy and be a stumbling block to his people, they hate him. They're his enemy. See, Shaitani has everybody in the churches saying, I am a friend of the God of Abraham, of the Trinity. He's looking at you like, you're not my friend with my sheep over here getting consumed and getting jacked up and in prostitution and having to go exploit themselves on sports and having to go make money doing all these different things besides helping my kingdom and going and getting an education that's stealing their soul. What is this? You have fooled yourself. You are learning how to steal people's souls in both places, whether you know it or not. You are casting spells, saying the name of false gods, naming your own, the Most High's children after other demons. And then you say, I'm blessed. No, you're bribed. That's what that means. When you're making millions and billions of dollars off of Jacob's sins, that means you're bribed. Your paycheck is your bribe to shut up and just go along with the program. Education, everything. His people are not as stupid as what they make the people out to be. They lying to people. The white people have been deceived so bad to think that they are the inferior, they are the superior. Lucifer's lying to them. Point blank, they learned everything from the black people, and they flipped it. But then the black people themselves have also been deceived by these fake gods. There is no such thing as white people to begin with, as you will see. Okay, they technically don't exist the way you think. Stop listening to these stupid false gods, and they need to stop listening to them too, because the color white and the way that they're defining it in the dictionary was given to you by the Jesuits, who cannot stand our Father. They can't stand nothing to do with him or none of these things. That's why they killed Lucia's cousins and they locked her up when she saw the real Virgin Mary was not, even the fake one is not white. She's tricking you. She didn't even, the fake Virgin Mary, this white image you see, the Virgin Mary is literally changing her image so that you bow down to what happened to the curse of Nimrod. Yes, Tatanzambi stripped him of his melanin, and now you're going to worship the white god. The same thing happened to Caina. You have no idea how deceived you are. All the gods were black, even the bad ones. And they still are going on both different colors. It's going to shock the heck out of people, man. All of Noah's children were black. And Semu was copper color. Kama was darker than that. And then Yapeta was like a little bit darker than me. See, the Ashkenazi Jews are start telling people lies because Ashkenaz was my complexion, if not darker. He had, some kind of he has the straight kinky kite hair, a little bit more straight than kinky. I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, these people are sitting there lying to you. Their grandfather was black. Yes, the Ashkenazi Jews' grandfather was black. And they're sitting there telling you that they don't like black people. I'm like, oh my gosh, people listen up. You don't even know. And they're telling the white people that you accept. You come from Atlantis and Lemuria. Hey, man, boy, when the Mosai said, let me lift the veil up for your gods. You look like Poseidon and all of these. You look like Zeus, who used to be black. Yes, Zeus used to be black. So did you. Hey, they take crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against the hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Isolde may be no more in remembrance. Exactly. That's why they put the name Israel there, because you remember Israel, but you don't remember Isolde. No, you can't remember those people. Israeli. No. That's the name they want to be no more in remembrance. Yakubi's real name. Yakubi means he grabbed the heel. Okay? And Simba means firstborn. Not just lion. Okay? They mocking the Most High creation to make the tiger, the little cats up. Oh, the Most High didn't even make the tiger. Yeah, the tiger was made by Nimrod and them. Oh, Jesus. That's why they call him the eye of the tiger. The Nephilim, the Anunnaki made the tiger. Stupid. Yes, boy. Man, that's what they done eating the Indian people. they food for them. They're tearing up the Indian people because they worshiping the God. What his name? All those guys they worship make the tiger. They eating up the Indian people there. Hey, boy, the man eater. Yeah, because he's not supposed to be. The lion, the Unsimba with the Banabetu is also as an animal that it should be one with us. He don't eat the Bantu people if you don't act. The lion will run from you. Yo, you see what happened with David? He jacked that lion. Boom! He jacked that lion up, boy. You see that they didn't touch Izambayeli, he in the pen. Oh, that's the Most High right there. Mufasa. Yeah, we ain't touching him. They know. They can recognize the Most High, boy. You telling me. The Maliki gonna stand there. They're gonna be like, oh, that's a zombie. Oh, yeah. That's what they say. How did they colonize us? Because you worshiping Amon-Ra. That's how they're still doing it. Anubis, Egypt. Okay? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Who is they? They are every one of the other nations that are worshiping the gods of the Canaanites. In secret, they all the same religions. That's why this one person that did a study. Wow, they all connected. Correct. All you got to do is go study each one of the religions and you'll see the connection. You'll be like, wait a minute. But then they don't teach you our way, which is separate from that. The Kingunza, we dancing, we jumping, we're doing the winding down and we're doing all this stuff. We got the moves like the Malikis, we singing, okay? Singing was prayer. That's why we say the way you pray without ceasing was singing. People don't understand that. The way we pray without ceasing was singing. That's why they hear us singing in the fields. Man, the Negro spirituals, oh Lord, when you come in, okay? Singing was prayer. And nobody can understand why these old people singing Negroes and all, because that was prayer. The samba was the prayer dance. Now they sitting there doing whatever they call it, the gospel stuff. They made that for the women to go jumping up and down and give energy to the pastor. Man, you don't even know. I tell people the Caribbean accent is the accent of the Most High's language. Similar. Africans are closer. You have different concepts. That's why they don't sound the same. The tabernacles of Edom, Ishmael, and Moab, and the Hagganite, that's all one and the same under the false gods. Gabel and Ammon, the Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Asher has all joined with them. This is where Mount Sinai took place. We went to Mount Kenya, okay? This is the people that went to Sinai and make the covenant. Do unto them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as to Kison, which perished at Endor, they become as dung for the earth. That's why the Father sees all of you that worship pagan gods with as dirty rags, as filthy, dirty, stinking manure. Okay? Because when you're sitting there worshiping Tubal Cain, your inside stink in the heavens. You don't understand this. You're rotting inside. This is where you get worms. People talking about parasites. People talking about cancer, diseases, all this stuff. Why do you think they don't want me telling you this? They're making money off of the fact that you're rotting on the inside. Yes. Stinking, rotting, eating meat. Jacking your body up. Because they give you the worst of all the animals to put in the store. You don't even get it. You think they're giving you the prize animals, the stuff that's actually good? No, man. They're giving you, just like when you say you bring in the lame and the most sickly animal, yeah, you eating that. And then you want to know, man, why I got anxiety, why I got depression, they causing the imbalance, people. And then you say, what else you eating? Oh, yeah, you eating some sickly people, man. All right. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb, yea, all the princes of Zebah and Zomar, who said, let us take ourselves the house of God in possession of Nzambi, Zoan Zambi. Omai and Zambi, make them like a wheel as a stubble from the wind. Okay, I'm saying the same thing to them right now. As the fire burns wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. You see a hurricane about to hit Florida right now. Who you think really running that hurricane, boy? And they out there playing for Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay, the hurricane is coming because you worship Baal. You don't understand. Keep listening to the science and the weather people and all them standing on TV reading a script that they got to go make this stuff up, you know. Oh, the scientists, yeah, believe the science. No, don't trust no stupid Mercury goat. That's the stupid stork god. I ain't trusting him no more. He's a liar. All that evolution and all this other crap that they're teaching them because you are the food. They want to keep eating you. Man, go sit down somewhere. And then they're going to sit there. There's an award for this best news channel, and it's the Phallic of Osiris. Really? And you're happy about it. Oh, yeah, we're sucking on you know what all day long. Oh, but that's okay. No, let's keep doing that. Oh, no, this guy's crazy. Go keep worshiping a ding-a-ling, and then you tell me I'm the crazy guy. And the vagina. You don't get it. But then they're just going to keep blowing me off. I'm like, okay. You bowing down to coochie and you know what all day long on both sides, and the rich people sitting there like this. Just laughing. I watch them all day long. They're just laughing. Now they ain't laughing so much because the Most High is like, hey, nah, we about to bring it. They're not laughing so much as they used to. I saw what he named the so-called president. You don't even know, robot sitting there, okay, laughing with the view. Yeah, wait till you see Hollywood. All them people, most of them people probably underneath on a green screen, not even in California right now because they know they're hiding from you. They under these studios that went somewhere down there. You don't even know you're looking at a robot, Whoopi Goldberg and all clones, and they're sitting there laughing at you. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. Let that man may know that thou, whose name is Yehoah. Jehovah is Enlil, not freaking Enlil. All right, the most out of all the earth. This is Jupiter. Jupiter, we need to be afraid of no stupid Jupiter no more. And he's a doggone planet. He's a freaking fallen angel. Yeah, McFly. McFly means son of Beelzebub. That's exactly what's going on with you. The wealthy people sitting there laughing. They know their education is false. You sitting there parading your children all around, getting excited about a degree. Now, I know in this time it has to happen, but the Father's in there saying, the Holy Spirit is all knowledge. Why do you need to be parading your children around for knowledge that I already have? I'm telling you, the secret societies played you for stupid ass. I'm telling you this. You're going to find out, oh my gosh, what did we pledge? What did we go into? I watched those black colleges were started by white people. I said, oh man. The black colleges were started by white Masons and Eastern Stars. Well, actually, a female Mason is still a Mason. They have female Masons in there, then they have the men Mason. Then the Eastern Star is the black people who decided, and then you have also, similar to them, is the Moor Temple, which is all, the Most High says, all the same. Just because they have knowledge doesn't mean it's not still coming from the knowledge of the tree of good and evil, and it's not stolen from his temple. You don't even know how much they stole our knowledge and used it to build things. We taught them how to do it, and then they're killing us. That's why Kusa Kongo said, do not give what's righteous and holy unto them that are going to come back and tear you up. Why don't we learn this? I have no idea. But the Father said, now is the time to show the world just how deceived you really are. It's the bottom of the eighth. They want to call the baseball stuff, whatever, that's also made up to mock the fact that you are sitting there eating hot dogs and hamburgers and you know who the hot dogs and hamburgers are, okay? They're mocking you with this, okay? They made this entire system to hide the fact that they're cannibals. Every last one of them rich folks. There's a guy who just did a video talking about at a certain hour they got to go urinate on each other. I'm like, to get billions of dollars, you got to go do this stuff. The Most I sitting there looking at him like, you let Lucifer talk you into urinating on yourself to get billions of dollars when I got way more than him? This is the stupidity. What is this? And then the whole land is cursed because you got pastors out there doing rituals that have nothing to do with the scriptures. Everybody's getting, so many people getting passed over the fire to Moloch, and you just got made comfortable in it. Oh, that's fine with me. Oh, no, I don't need my farm and this and that. You don't get it. All the food that you're planting has become incorporated with Cain's spirituality. So that when people go to eat it, they are actually getting sick. Yeah, it tastes really good, but your body is jacking you up. That's why people say, I was going to order this thing, the real banana they got. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the real banana. I said, oh my gosh. Full of seeds. Okay? They changed that banana years ago. Full of seeds. Most people have not eaten a real banana. Most people have not eaten a real orange. You have not eaten any of these real fruits that used to exist. Not even the real corn are you eating. You have no idea. You're not even eating the real cows, the real chicken. You're not eating, even the pigs are modified. Yeah, they're not eating real pigs. The boar was the real pig. What the heck they made on this sow thing is a mixture. Wild pigs don't look the way I'm trying to tell you. The boar was the actual pig. Okay? The other thing they made is a monstrosity. And it's jacking people up. You know? You're not eating real food at all. They have been modifying food since they invented gluten in the 1800s. Okay? There's stuff that you cannot pronounce. What that is what you shouldn't be eating. Because they know what they're talking about. They labeled it for a reason. What really is red dye number, all these, oh God. What's the special sauce? Yeah. What's the filler? They coded it in a movie with the Kingsman, whatever you call it, Secret Service. Okay? I don't people understand why we need to be focused on this. And it's frustrating because, but then you got people that can see these things and then they think the Most High got to borrow from people. No Maleki Congo will not have what they need if they are always walking in righteousness with the Father and not returning evil for evil. Yes, you're going to still get at your family, try to get attacked, and they want to do all these things. It's going to happen. He said it's going to happen. They're going to throw some of y'all in prison. They're going to kill some of y'all. That's the way he said it. Okay? But he said, those who choose to keep their life will lose it. Those who lose their life for my name's sake, so keep it. That's a fact. They try to take me out. Man, it is what it is. But the reality that people don't get is there are those of us who meant to do certain things for a time. And then he will let us die the way he has foreseen it. And there's none of us, we may be coming to the point where we don't really have that transition is going to happen. But everybody's going to die. But you got so many people confident in their death that they're heading in the right direction when you're going to find out, man, you weren't even close. You talking, no, the Egyptian gods are who you're talking to, not me. I'll give you a proof right here. Watch this. Watch this. The canine head. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dogs come from wolf. They come from this joker. Bingo. The first one. McFly, come on. Like many ancient deities assume different roles in various contexts depicted as protective graves. Okay. He was replaced by you know who. You know why he was replaced by him? Because this is the dog that was given to the Most High to Cain. And then this is going to be Nimrod after he got jacked up. Roles as a God who ushered in the souls in the afterlife. He attended the weighing scales, weighing the heart. This is really what you're doing in church. This is what you're doing in the synagogues and the mosque. Let's see how your heart, how heavy is your heart? Why do you think they keep doing this with pastors? They train them how to say it the way so you don't catch on that you are actually weighing your heart in the period of Giza. You don't even get it. They've been doing this for so long, it's not even funny. Then they go to this joker here. This is when they're talking about they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. You know how long they've been eating cats and dogs? You sacrifice to these two guys, you're eating cats and dogs. Go sit down. As goddess, Haiti, like I said, means Hittites. The one name you should be worshiping is Congo. That was the creator of all of these things. Tatanzambi and Pungu, ya Congo Yave. Oma Congo Nanzambi and Pungu. Congo Din Totela is the name of the kingdom. Yeah, they don't want nobody to know that. They want you to keep doing circles in Egypt. Yeah, right. So Nina Nini, Tata Congo, and then you got people saying, oh, I know Tata Congo, and they're a bunch of liars, deceivers out here. Oh, I am nobody. This wasn't prophesied. Nobody can replace the Ngangan Voila, the high priest. Not even Toko and Kimbango said they replaced them. But you got people out here talking about this. Man, the stupid Anunnaki got, oh my gosh. Yee, Tatanzani. We could whoop them Anunnaki. Hands down, they bring an earthquake. We can bring more earthquake than them. Boy, Tatanzami whoop them. Oh, you're going to say they Jupiter. Man, you see, you're going to see. Okay, Lower Egypt. Okay, lioness. Yeah, so they were killing lions, tiger, whatever, and sacrificing them on these things. Don't think they were not. That's why they made you right. You killing the creation and you bowing down to it at the same time. They just put a face of Tubal Cain on there, and oh, that's Jesus, oh, that's God, and Tubal Cain was black. I mean, his father was black. They put Cain on there. Cain was a black man. People don't even understand this. I said, I know who Yaqub is. This stupid lie. Oh, that's what I was supposed to pull up. This is what you are. I think they're going to help me if they're going to find it. They might not have it on here. This is the Matrix. I can see if we can find what it means. Yeah, fire from the sky. Okay, this is how they made the Ngigi and all these other stuff. Okay, let me see if I can get this person to tell me what it is. Yeah, they took it down. Hold on 1 second here. Pause this. I don't want to know too much longer here, but this right here is what they call it, is the Matrix. This right here. You're on a grid, okay? So anyone that's the false god's creation, you are always grid. That's why people say, oh, I'm going off grid. Let me tell you how deceived those people are. And that's why I know the following is laughing. I'm like, off grid from where? You can never escape the spiritual realm of the false gods if you're on their side. They see where you can go in the mountain, you can go wherever you want. Oh, they can't find me. It don't matter what the CIA and everybody else doing. The fallen angels can see you. They're laughing at. They went off where? I know where they're at. Okay, you can never be broke. You can never be hidden from fallen angels. If you are their property, the only way you go off grid or leave is when you actually hide yourself in the true creator. Now you disappear. Now they got to bring people around you. We can't find this guy. Where is he at? You got to make yourself seen by revealing things about yourself in order for them to see you. Okay? That's the whole concept. To be the Most High's chosen, the hidden ones, crafty counsel. The true people who follow in the same spirit of the Most High, you are hidden from Lucifer. And you only become known when you choose to be. That's why when they come to snatch up Kuso Congo, the crowd went to go and he vanished. Yo, where did he go? Huh? We open portals. We close them. Okay? We do these things all the time. They want you to think we got to get on airplane and all. Okay. We had these things before. McFly don't even know. All the creation has been here before. You're going backwards. The technology that existed before is better than what you got now. Oh, but we're going to come from the Stone Age and all that. Man, they make this up because the Most High turned them into the cavemen for killing people. But just like before. Okay? That's why they hate him. They hate us. They want him to disappear. They're telling the Christians, oh, Jesus Christ, don't say that name, when they know that's the sorcerer. Yo, it's the spirit that you operate in that they have a problem with. The spirit that you're operating in is what they have a problem with. There's a Jesus that's good, and there's a Jesus there's a Jesus that actually is the high temple, and there's a Jesus that's the wicked temple. How do you know the difference? For one, you're not going to be dressing your children up for no stupid Halloween. You're going to be celebrating a sacrifice of demons for Thanksgiving. You don't even know that. And you're not going to be celebrating the wrong Christmas. Okay? Oh my gosh. They all want to come in the same. Okay. And see, the thing about it is people say, well, how do you work? How do you make money? How do you do these things? You don't understand some people's work, okay? If you even look at how Toko was really operating, that's why they got upset with him and said, Toko, when do you work? He said, what do you mean? How do you know what the Most High is working isn't? He was running around preaching and talking to people and doing what he needed to do. And the Father was giving him what he needed. Okay? The Father will give you your business that you need to make money, but like he said, my bread is free to the children. If these are my children, why are you charging them? And see, the problem is you got people who had biases coming into their teachings, and that was already influencing their ability to do the Most High's work. Because biases are the one thing you cannot have. Because not everybody is the same. You say, I hate Americans. Not all Americans are the same. Why do you think we're having the problems we have right now? Oh, I can't stand you African American or black people. Not all black people are the same. Why do you think we're having issues right now? Okay? Oh, you South Americans, you Mexicans. I cannot classify all Mexicans as the same. Because there are Mexicans that are listening to me. They say they're speaking in Spanish. They say, oh man. Hey, they hear it. It's like, what? Why do you think they don't want people to know? They just blocked off Africa from the connections already. Hey, what the heck? Okay. All the world is praying to Lucifer, whether they know it or not. If you are bowing down to an idol, period. The wrong cross and everything. They didn't hang him on no T like that. Rome even said we changed it. They know. That cross existed even before the Messiah was there. Rome knows what they hung him on because they have the history in the Vatican. They knew they put up the red X when we were in disagreement with Constantine and everybody else. The old Christian stuff, they know the red X was what it is. But then they said, oh, but the red X is also affiliated with the sun god. I'm telling people, oh, that's because he's trying to pretend to be the Most High. Hello? All these secret societies, they say, oh, everything is Amun. Man, Amun-Ra was trying to pretend to be the Most High. He stole his symbolism a lot of times. Are some symbolism wrong? Yes, but not all of them. Okay? That's why you have to worship him in truth, in spirit, and in truth. You cannot have the truth if you are not chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. So then you have to listen to the chosen, or you're going the wrong way. I sit in there arguing. I'm not arguing with people no more. Okay? Either you in Zorn Zombie or you're not. Even me, I have to be. Tatan Zombie's like, either you in Zorn Zombie or you're not. Either you're the temple of truth or you're not. It's very simple. You're making it so hard. And people running around in these streets, oh, listen to song, oh, Jesus, oh, Lord, oh, I'm singing Allah, the Muslims singing, everybody in Spanish, oh, okay, Portuguese, and they all praying to Zeus and don't even know it. Now it's going to hit you in the face like a ton. Let me say they hit you like a ton of bricks. They about to do it right now. Oh, snap. What the heck is going on? It's about to hit people like a ton of bricks. You eating the lost sheep, man. The Eddie, the food, more the Didi. When they had the woman, what's her name? Sofia Vergara and Tyler Perry sitting in prison, and he said, I'm Medea, and she says, I'm Didi. They both saying, we're both food. Yeah. That's our Kikongo word for I'm Medea and I'm Didi. We're food. We're being eaten. Man, you don't even know. You're going to see this. Everybody is being with Santa Claus. All the W and the U were exchanged. It's the same word. They're sitting there laughing. The do and the W, it's still Claus. And they're laughing about it because the W comes from the W. We did not ever say no Yahweh. It's Yahweh. Oy vey. They know that the Jewish people know. Ve. No. Katu. Cat. A cat means actually no. You don't want no gato over here. Like you said, gato they got from us too. Okay? You don't get it. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. You're sending the children to go be the sacrifice to Moloch every single day. And these rich people just sitting there laughing off the rocker. Look at this one. And then they come out in the front. Oh, all kind of parade dress. And, oh, we're doing all the dancing. And, You see what happened to the mayor of New York. Hey, it's going to happen to everybody. You see what happened. Diddy's name, Puff Daddy is Puff the Magic Dragon. P. Diddy is food. You're going to find out all they did was wipe your memory that you don't remember how much cannibalism people did. You don't even know Rome was full of it back in the day. They never stopped. The Catholic Church has always been doing cannibalism. Watch, you're going to find out. Don't think that they're not. The Christian churches, you have people involved in cannibalism. The Muslims, Judea, you don't even know. They act like they do. They don't when they do. Nobody can have the power the way you think, sinning against the Most High without being a cannibal or eating animals too, all kinds. They don't play by the rules like you think. They don't play by the rules they make. That's why they call hypocrites. That's what Kusukongo said. You telling the people this and you're not even doing it. And then you're making rules that's causing people to get their blessings stolen. Just because you pray does not mean you're not being defiled. You better believe that. Just because you go to the doctor doesn't mean you're not being defiled. They don't take that stuff. They don't take none of that stuff. They make you take it, and they don't even touch it. Why do you think they have all these people out here advertising things? I told you, doctors are nothing but glorified vets. You're going to be pissed off when you see it's the same. Going to the doctor is no different than taking your cats and animals to the vet. I wanted to become a vet, and then I realized I got to go kill cats to decide that you got to kill cats for me to dissect them? What? All these cats dead out here, you got to go kill a cat. You have to raise cats for dissection. What is this? And then breaking down all the illnesses that people get. I'm sitting there, but wait a minute. It's all about your brain. Correct. Everything with your body starts right here in your top of your head, moon too. Everything that controls your body starts right here. What you think. What happens to how you think affects how your body responds. Why do you think they needed to change the language and the frequencies? And if you didn't know the language, you have to do what? Pretend like you know the truth and teach people lies. And they did that. Africa is 100% poverty. But I'm not saying they all is. There's a lot of rich places over there. I'm not saying that they don't have wealth. But the majority of the wealth that Africa is getting is because Atlantis is bribing these people. Yeah. Mami Wata out there bribing everybody, yo. The wealth that you're getting is coming through sorcery because you're using it at the expense of Jacob being a stumbling block to himself, doing witchcraft and sorcery on them with these false gods. So yeah, there's wealthy Africans, but how are they really getting it? They're going to the juju house and you don't even know. You think them pastors don't go to the juju house? You fool yourself. Okay? Because the Most High don't bless sin. Never. He's not a hypocrite. You cannot worship an idol and the Most High bless you. No freaking way. You are being bribed to steal from the temple because they need the Didi so they can stay alive up here at the top. The reptilian overlords, okay? Dinosaur my foot. Evolution bullcrap. And our father was not named no Allah, no God, no Jehovah, none of these things. The Anunnaki got you so stupid, my son, you don't even know. I don't even know who they are, right? Because they the one running the doggone stupidity. Oh, the woman gonna tell me, the Anunnaki are good. What kind of, man, they eating, what is this? They eating people. What are you talking about? Hey, my eye, nothing understand what I'm telling you. Ah! Them people, they eating all day long, witches and warlocks. But they're good. Hey, boy, I'm telling you. Man, who do you think is doing the cannibalism? Yo, the Canaanite God, you over there roasted to Moloch. Yeah. People don't understand. These jokers are not on your side at all. Let me go back to this scripture. Yeah. Let me go back up. Then I'm finished. I'm going to play a song. I don't have the rights to it. Yeah, he wanted me to go to the bottom. Hear ye, my elect, says the Mfumu. Behold, the days of tribulation are at hand, and I will deliver you from them. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. What's going to keep you in bad things? People tell me about doubt. You don't doubt the Most High, whatever you can do. Stop with the ignorance already. With those false gods lying to you. For Tatanzambi is your guide. And ye who keep my commandments and precepts, says the Mfumu God, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Woe unto them that are fast bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field as fast bound with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is even shut off and given up to be consumed of fire. This is why it's so important for us in these last days. Let the Father be your guide, and don't let your sins weigh you down, and don't lift up your sins. That's me included. This is why the Father had to tell us, be ye not equally yoked with an unbeliever. Okay? The Father's getting ready. If your family members don't hear you, oh well, time to cut it. Okay? If they want to keep believing the people that brought them to these Greek gods, be my guest. For as much as the Mfumu will exactly search out all your works, he will put you all to shame. And when your sins are brought forth before men, you will be ashamed, and your own iniquities shall stand as your accusers in that day. What will ye do, or will you hide your sins before Tatanzambi and his Malekis? Behold, Tatanzambi is Ngangan Voila. That's what that means. Voila! The magician, oh, voila! That means judge. Okay? Fear him. And Gangan Zombie is also priest. Leave off your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So called Tatanzami lead you forth and deliver you from all tribulation. Let me say it again. Deliver you from all tribulation. Many people are not getting deliverance because you are mixing your spirituality. You are eating food with blood in it. And you don't even know. And you think on your own understanding, well, I don't understand why the Most High is doing this. I don't understand, because you're not listening to those who are trying to show you. You are either the church or you're not. And the church belongs to Simon Toko, the real one, who gave it to the other Simon Toko, who came to say, okay, you guys need to go back to the Most High's ways. Rome is lying to you. You got people still going in circles from the old stuff, and he was moving forward. That's why he said, hey, you don't want to move forward no more? I'm out of here. Be the food for the Didi. And then you have all these imposters taking you in circles. How many people are taking you off of the Roman system? Not paying taxes the way they want, having to be in debt, borrowing things, making money off of your earnings, making money off of your earnings. You did the job, they didn't. But how does it really work? All you do is striking over, oh, employee this, employee that, because all you are crybabies to those who are using you for food, spiritually and physically. Yeah, they didn't want to tell you that, because it is the days of Noah, and that's what happened. They were eating each other. It's still happening today. That's why Tatan Zombie said you got to destroy the Nephilim, because that's all they're going to do is eat people. Okay? And don't think the other ones are doing the same. All right. I'm going to play the song. Again, I don't own the rights to the song. Hopefully it comes on the right way.
On Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
Sorry. Again, I own the right to this song. It's not for distribution of any kind. Oh, man. Hold on. So, that's why I told people, if you really love the Father, then nothing else matters, because everything else will be taken care of. That's the way it goes. It's that simple. The love for the real creator, you don't have to work and bust your butt competing and making ends meet. And where is this going to come from? And where is that going to come from? The churches have people so twisted upside down, eating grass. And the Father's sitting there like, the mammon spirit, you are already under the spell of it. If you think that you can represent cash for gold and silver, you are deceived. Because my people are the gold. My people are the silver. Oh, they wanted me to read this scripture right here. Let me show you. This is what they're taking advantage of, what I told you. It was Joshua. Oh, I wanted to show this video for my brother. And this is why I know, and I'm going to show you the picture because it is kind of wrong. I kind of said this to you. They got Eden in the wrong place, of course. This is why they want everything up there by Russia and everything that they're talking about, Assyria and everything else. Okay, Mount Zion, no, it's over here. Okay, but now you see, I'm going to show you the Hanukkah. Yeah, he was in this region because it got crumbled together. These are really the Isle of the Gentiles, mainly. But see, there's actually land out here that is missing. There was two Havilas. People forget there was one who was from Nsemu and there was one from Muskama. That's why people get confused. There was two Havilas. There was one in Africa and there was one in South America. That's where you find these people that they call in those wide-faced people that the Native Americans are saying that existed. I forget the name, but yeah, I'm gonna show you this video right quick. Hope it pops up. All right. I cannot own the music for this. I'm not gonna play the song because it might give me a strike, but it's attached to the TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. So you see here, but see when it was pushed together, this came down where the Atlantic Ocean is. That's why I told people when it was pushed together like this, when you see it, okay, that river was coming here. Atlantis was in this region, okay? That's why they knew the desert was once upon a time. The Most High made it a desert so that they would stop running after Abana. Now you have this was another construct of where they're showing you. This is more like what Atlantis was actually in the middle of, and also Luminara. And then they have this concept here. You know, you see the Congo, South Francisco, India, because they got everything upside down. People don't understand that. China, okay, Amazonia, West Africa, they call it the Rodinia supercontinent. Yeah, because the Most High did a lot of, you got stuff upside down, backwards. You know, it's all crazy. All right. So, where was it? Joshua. He wanted me to read Joshua 1. What did I do? Oh, I was going to read about this God that they covered up about who he is. He is the begetter of the first beginning, the Lord of truth, the Lord of eternity, who listens to prayers, master of ceremonies. That's where you get that from. Master of justice, the God who made himself to be God, which is a doggone lie. The double being and in the beautiful face, because this is stupid Cain. He did not make himself. This is Lucifer talking about he made himself. No, he did not. Okay? Where is it? Did I pull it up on the wrong thing? Okay. This is why they're making money off of us. And his name was never Joshua. It was Joshua. Because remember Massa, and I know where he died. He actually died in the region you're now talking about, which is where you want to call Somalia. Or like, they claim that the Arabs were, okay, they want to claim him in land of Ismaili. But that doesn't mean that he's theirs. That's why they want to call it like that with Islam. Now, after the death of Massa, the servant of Mfumu came to pass that the Mfumu spoke to Joshua. It was not Joshua. There was no J. And take the H out. That was not for Horus. The son of Nun. This is why they make women to be nuns, because they're mocking them. They're mocking his father. And because Kuswa Kongo comes from this bloodline, it's mocking his grandfather. That's why they have nuns in the Catholic Church. It's all a deception. Saying, Massa, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise and go over to Jordan, which is not where you think it was. It's what I just showed you in that map. And thou and all thy people, which land I gave them, even to the children of Isolde. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that I have given unto you, is said unto Massa. That's why Tatanzambi keeps telling me we are the owners and we're being treated like the renters. That's why they don't want people to get this understanding. The Banabetu of Isolde are the owners, and yet the Canaanites are acting like they are the owners and we are the renters, which is through Esau. Esau is a renter. He's with the Canaanites. Those false gods, they are the renters, but yet they're acting like they're the owners, and that's why people are getting treated the way they're getting treated, because those who are the owners are being treated like the renters, under all of these titles of Christian, Buddhist, Islam, whatever. Okay? It's about the 12 tribes, it's about the tribes, the kingdoms, and those who are attached to them. They keep giving you these names and titles so that you lose your birthright. And they keep it. Okay? From the wilderness of this Lebanon, which of course they moved that too, you saw I put the Euphrates and on the land of the Hittites, which is what? And of the land of the Hittites. That's why now the Father is saying they have reversed it on you. Haiti is how we said Hittites. Haiti, the ones I hate. Why do you think they got mad when the Haitians defeated them? Because they're the Canaanite gods. You're supposed to worship their gods. And we said, no, we fought back. They know this. So they always treat the people who don't want to worship Cain bad. Always. Thou shalt not cease, and unto the great sea towards the going down of the sun shall be your coast. There shall be not any man able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Massa, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. How does that work? In obedience. See, this is what people don't understand is you're being forsaken, you're being led astray, you're having all these problems because you're doubting the Father, one, or you're listening to the wrong people who say that they're telling you the truth and they live in a lie. It says it right here. You will be able to stand before, there shall not any man be able to stand before thee. As I was with Massa, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. Why would he fail you if you're doing what he wants you to do? Where you get failed is under the wrong God. Check the spirit you're talking to. Always. You sing the song, I never worry, I never fret. Then why? The Father has never failed me yet. You're singing the song, but yet we're being failed because we are being left to the wrong person. That's why black people getting destroyed daily and they don't ever have to care about it. They only do it to look good. So that they say, oh, we're not favoring you, okay? The darker skinned race is hated, period. Because you serve the wrong temple. No matter what color these false gods come in, they still can't stand you. Because you are the food. You are always getting sent over the folds to Moloch every single day of the week. You're saying Monday, Moon Day, Tuesday, Mars Day, Wednesday, all these false gods, Saturn's Day, and then of course Sunda comes from us, but they got you with Sol Invictus, and they did not change the he is the infumo of the Samwadi. The false people are lying about the changes and everything. They even cut 11 days in 1582. Oh, now you have the right calendar. Way off. Okay? Even the Sunday now that the Christians are worshiping in isn't the original Sunday. That's why they're laughing at you. We cut 11 days from the original day. It's all a mockery. All right. All praises. We're going to play the song. Again, I don't own the rights to it. It's for distribution of only kind and only for the edification of this channel. Sorry, reset again. All the food I've seen, and they got the Chinese thing on it. I don't think the Chinese ain't giving you bad food either, you know. I just see somebody that they look like my family, the Letsums. Back in the Caribbean, they know who I'm talking about. The Letsums. This South, the woman looked like her. Look like them. Yep. Typical. All of his followers are living in poverty, and he got the nice house. That's how it go when you're dealing with deception. You suffering while they living nice. And they come preaching the good word to you. see this lady look like my cousin Janice that passed away some years ago on my father's side. Fascinating. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I'll put the song in the chat. It went too long. All I'm going to say is the way people's lives are changed to come out of the delusion of what you don't know what you are is that you have been conditioned. Like I saw this lady talk about, man, they hang a flag other than the American flag. That's treason. You know, the Father has a banner that nobody really puts up, and they don't even know it. None of the Christian flag, the Father's banner is none of these things. He don't even see none of these flags out here. He know the flag he put up. Nobody is flying the banners of the true Father unless you know Ungubani. Even those out here who say they know who they are still doing Kindoki, Sangoma, Kimbundu, witchcraft on people. Okay? Talking about how they're a king and they're a thief. A queen and they're a thief. And going to tell you they're not a thief when they're stealing from the Most High all day long. And his servants. The true servants are being stolen from all the time. Because they're going to tell you, oh no, give it to me, give it to me. That guy's an imposter. Oh, give it to me. That person is showing you if your life is not getting better, but it gets worse, you have put a curse on yourself. If your family is not staying together the way they should be, you did not bring them up right. All the arguing, the fussing, the fighting, the cussing, and the going on, they did this on purpose because they stole the mind from you to make you think the way they taught you, but not the way you should go. You think you did that reading the Bible. They only gave you half of the truth, if that. Nobody out here hardly ever is gathering the sheep. Hardly anybody is really putting the kingdom back together that was torn asunder by Lucifer. They fighting that all day long with his agents. Keep them dancing, keep them singing, keep them doing whatever they do. But do not let them, like he says, let them become the owners. And we the renters again. And the Father said, there's not going to be no choice. The Canaanites are going to Anansi again with all the rest of them that believe their lies. They were never supposed to own any property. And they lying to you with these demons, charging you for everything that is supposed to be no charge. Or if there's a charge, they're not exploiting it. You see? All right. And they're going to pay for it now. The Most High said, this is your land, your property. Nobody charges you for that. And they're going to pay for it now. The leaders already handed everybody over to the one world government in this deception that they've been preaching. The one world religion, the one world government, everybody's now under it who is not sealed by the true creator. Now come to split. Now you're going to find out, oh my goodness, hey, what was I doing? Even Tokwin Kimbangu said, do not worship me. What are you doing? You don't understand this. The original Tokwin Kimbangu said, I am not them. They're coming to us. We're just going to show these people how deceived they are, and they didn't like it. They don't like to be humiliated, and that's why they want to attack you. Anybody, when you embarrass people about what they think they know, when they realize how stupid they are, they want to be angry about it. And that's going to happen now. The world is going to turn so angry when all the truth comes out and they realize you got played in every way. Yeah, it's going to be a bad day. That's why you see, you don't really want to wish for that, because they're coming for you. They're going to come for everybody out here who got them being the food, the Didi, for these false gods. All right. Zolo Quingi Sambalolo Ingita.